Hi, my name is Colton McDonald, and today for my oral comm class I will be doing a speech over two things that are significant to me and one that has a relatively funny story. My first item is this bear. This bear is special to me because it was given to me by my grandmother. My grandmother is very special to me because, well, she helped raise me from the time I was 6 weeks old until I was 10 years old. She babysat me for my parents while they worked. Right now, my grandma is actually starting to develop dementia. And at times, she can't even remember her own name, let alone mine. And it's actually very sad for me. Right now, the bear rests on the top shelf of my closet, and every day when I go to get clothes out for school the next day, I look up and I remember the times that we had shared. My next item is this picture of Jim Abbott. Jim was a baseball player who played for the Angels. The thing about Jim is he only has one hand. He's missing this one. And he was a pitcher. And to be a pitcher in baseball, you kind of need both your hands. What's very important about Jim is just the fact that he was told his whole life he would never be able to succeed or do these things because he didn't actually lose his hand. He was born without it. But Jim, he strived and he worked as hard as he could and he eventually succeeded. The thing I like about Jim and his story is the fact that it really is just one of those tales about you can do anything you want to do as long as you try your hardest. My last item, and it kind of has a funny story to it, is this engagement ring. I gave this ring to my girlfriend, and on the day that I gave it to her, I was actually helping my parents put in some concrete steps. And one of the concrete steps that we were holding slipped and landed on one of my fingers and crushed it and ripped off all the skin. So we had to go to the emergency room. So instead of spending a nice romantic night together, she and I were both at the hospital. And evidently, from what she says, because I don't remember much of it due to pain medicine, she says that I was so loopy that I was just laying in bed and I went into my pocket and I pulled out this ring and I was like, "Will you marry me?" And she screamed yes, and she jumped on the bed and she landed right on my finger and I screamed too. But you know what? At least now we have a good story to tell. This concludes my speech. Thank you very much.